I wanted to jump on here. I wanted to talk to you guys about receiving and walking in your unique God-given vision. And I'm going to actually do this in a way where you guys can literally go through this PowerPoint step by step. You can follow along, and you literally by the end of this will have your unique God-given vision written down, established, and all you got to do from there is take action. So here we go. Principle 1, God speaks to us through his thoughts. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do is understand that before we write the vision, we're going to receive the vision through our thoughts. Any thought that aligns with his word, his character, and his love is God speaking to us, and we can therefore trust that. Principle 2, the Holy Spirit is the communicator between God, the Father, Jesus, and us. So we need to ask the Holy Spirit to reveal the vision to us, right? The Holy Spirit's going to be the one that reveals the vision to us. Okay. Principle 3, we're a vessel. So therefore, this is the first actionable step. Before we actually write the vision, I want you guys to get your mind aligned with God. Put all your distractions away. Focus your attention on God. And right here, don't expect to be perfect. Your mind may wander, but just bring it back under the captivity of taking every thought captive to Christ. Just do your best and take action on creating a good space where you don't have your phone out, notifications going on. Create some quiet space here for the next 20, 30 minutes. Okay, principle 4, and now we're going to get out a piece of paper. Okay, at the very top of the paper, I want you to write, God, use my life to benefit others in the most impactful way possible. Okay, time to create some orders. So now we're going to use both sides of our sheet for this exercise. So we're going to write the following words. I want you to evenly space it out throughout the front and the back side of your paper so you have plenty of space to write. We're going to write career. Underneath that, we're going to write financial, spiritual, physical, intellectual, family, and social. Pause the video, write all that down so you have a sheet of paper on both sides that have these words on it. Okay, start with career. We're going to set a 5-minute timer and write whatever comes to your mind of God giving you a life in your career where you are impacting people as greatly as you could possibly imagine. Use as much space as you want between career and financial. And once your 5-minute timer goes off, we're going to move on to financial and so on. It's going to be sloppy. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be unedited. And that's totally, totally normal. Allow your mind to think about all the impossible things that God can do, all the unimaginable things that he can do. Let yourself dream big on this. Logic is not in the room. This is about your whole entire life, things you can accomplish in your whole life if God were using you in the most impactful way possible in each area. Start the timer, and we're going to spend the next really 20 minutes going through this. So pause the video and do that. Okay, now that you're back, we're going to do one more activity. So we need one more fresh sheet of paper with the categories laid out the same way as before. We're going to write out all the categories. Okay, now we're going to set a 5-minute timer. Start with your career. We're going to analyze everything that you wrote down, and you're going to summarize all the most important things that you wrote down, and you're going to summarize it into a 1 to 2 sentence statement. So it's a very clear, very precise, and short statement, and you're going to write that statement onto the fresh sheet of paper for each category. Start with career for 5-minute timer, move on to financial, and we're going to do the same thing all the way through. It's going to take about 20 more minutes. By the end of this part, you're going to have your whole godly vision written out, ready for you to take action on. Go ahead, pause the video, and you work on that. Okay, next. So now that you have it all written out, just go ahead and read the vision and imagine that the things that you've written in the vision could be true and that they could come to pass. This is you actually training your imagination to think the way that God thinks about you. He does exceedingly abundantly above all we could ever ask or imagine or think. So just use this for a second, read through it for about the next minute or two, and just let your imagination just go there. Okay, principle 9, now comes to action. So now we got to put the vision statement somewhere convenient where we can read it aloud 3 times a day, once right upon waking, once midday, and once right before bed. Reading it aloud and imagining it It's going to take you about 1 minute every day because now you did the hard work. Okay, the vision is going to begin working its way into our heart until we're fully convinced and begin acting on the vision with intensity. This can take a month or so, but it requires consistent action. So right here, guys, all you got to do, be consistent with your action, doing it, even if you don't see the results. Keep on keeping on. Keep it going.